Okay, so we have an electroscope here. And an electroscope is made with different materials, which is really important. How it's made, it has made with two metal leaves, and I want you to look and focus on these during today's session. Two leaves. There's a metal rod that goes all the way through this stopper that's made out of plastic. You see how it goes all the way through into this knob, metal knob that's here. It's all going to be placed inside of a glass flask. Okay. So the leaves start by just dangling there. The leaves are kind of like just dangling there. Okay. Let's see if I can turn my lights off so you can see those leaves a little better, possibly. No. I want you to try to focus in on those leaves and see if you can see anything happening to them throughout this. Okay. The first thing we're going to do is take an object and bring a neutral object near it and see what happens. Neutral object, I don't think nothing's really happening. So what we could do is we could write into here what happens when you bring a neutral object near it. What you could do is put nothing. Okay. What happens when you bring a positive rod up to it? So we're going to do a positive rod here. Bring it up near it to see what happens. Okay. So here I'm charging the clear rod and the silk, and I rub it together. Taking the negatives off in the clear rod, putting them in the silk. And when I bring it near it, let's watch closely. See if you can see anything happening. Maybe if you look at it at a slightly different angle. Here we go. Now we can see them. And notice what's happening here. They're going apart, coming together. Apart, together. So here we're going to write down, and I notice is the leaves spread apart. The leaves spread apart. And go back together. And rod is removed. Sorry about that. Leaves spread apart and go back when the rod is removed. So what do you think is going to happen with a negative rod? So here we're taking the rubber rod, black rod, and rub it onto the fur. Okay, and rub this. When you place it near it, ask yourself. Most students would think that the leaves are going to come together or attract to each other, but you're noticing you see the exact same thing. The closer I put it, the further the leaves spread apart, and they go back close together. Oh, you should not be hearing a spark. Okay, so that's that. So why don't you go ahead and write down for number 3 the same thing you wrote for number 2. Leaves spread apart and come back together.